hitting leg day today. I know I haven't been active in a while. I don't even know what the camera is. Maybe here? Maybe I could probably just do one of these. Shows how long it's been since I've done this. I guess stand there. Yeah, so pretty much I'm gonna run through a leg day today. I was just gonna bring up the camera to shoot, but I mean, last time I shot was probably like 3 months ago, so I figure I'll get a video out. I'm gonna start trying to get one video out a week and at least try and make them somewhat interesting. Maybe I'll do what I eat now, considering it's so much different than what I used to eat. Just a bunch of different things. I mean, definitely gonna get some more interesting stuff coming out. Got Ty and I will get together here soon and get some stuff going, and then yeah, this is probably gonna be a short 4-minute video. I mean, maybe I'll keep the mic on and I'll do some talking throughout it, but we'll see how I feel. I'm just gonna warm up and then get going from there and see if I want to talk, if I want to just work, because I really hate leg days. So we'll see from there. I guess I just kind of stand here and look awkward, so I'm gonna just stop doing that now. I'm gonna need more weight. But I guess I'll kind of just break down everything I'm doing as I go through. That comes off. I know this place is a mess. You'll see more as we go on. Where's that beat? I don't like that. But pretty much now, after I do the lunges, just warm up the quads, then I hit 4 sets of leg extensions. The first one is toes in, like knees rotated in. So when you're squeezing, you're just trying to focus more on that outer. And I usually just do as many reps as it takes to get that feeling loose. Just because after this, I'm gonna go right into squat. So I just want everything feeling good before I go. So I'll go narrow. Then after this, I'll go 1 set straight ahead, and then I'll do 2 sets wide with my knees rotated out and the toes out, just so I make sure I get everything loose and ready to go before I squat. By no means am I saying I'm a leg expert or I know anything about what I'm doing on legs. My trainer Kyle puts all this together, so I'm just doing what he tells me, but I see the logic behind it and a lot of it makes sense. And this is the most intense I've hit legs for probably the entire time I've ever been training. Like usually if I'm not throwing up, I'm crawling out of here. So as long as I go good, which is what I try to do, I think that's why I'm gonna start. So it's hard for me to find a trainer or someone to train with now that school's out. So especially with legs, every other day I'm fine being alone, but legs, I like to have someone there just for selfish reasons going through it with me. But don't have access to that right now or anybody to run the camera, so brought out the nice tripod so you get one nice angle of me the entire time. But yeah, so I'm gonna bring the camera out hopefully to just keep me accountable and to force me to really hit high quality reps and to lock in through the training session and not to let myself dip below what I know I can do. So I know if I have the camera out, at least for you guys, I'll be accountable. So if I'm doing anything wrong or my form looks bad, just let me know in the comments. I'll fix it. Say a lot of the time by the end it's really brutal. I might just do a lot of uncut stuff towards the end, even during the squats, just because it turns into being quite brutal. So maybe some of you people like to see that, I don't know, but I'll go with that just so you don't always just see the glamorous stuff that I'm doing. But once we get into squats, I'll get into that, kind of explain what I do, explain my leg positioning, all that. All right, hopefully that's good. I got set the bar up here, and I'm gonna get into squats. I had something to say before I went into it, but I guess I forgot. Here's my powerlifting you're gonna see for the day. It's that functional strength. What was I gonna say? Is this the right height? 6. So don't judge me. I don't move a lot of weight. Let me grab one. Gotta practice safe sets. I won't bring any sleeves on though for 135. Don't judge me, I don't move a lot of weight. I'm more focused on form. I like a nice decentric. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else I'm gonna say. I mean, maybe I'll keep some of the audio in because it just turns into a lot of yelling. Chest is still sore from yesterday, so that's not fun. Oh, yep. When I go down, I try and I face my toes a little bit out. And something I see with a lot of people is they don't keep their toes, or they don't keep their toes and their heels even. So a lot of people end up squatting uneven without even realizing it, and wondering why their form is not good and why they're feeling certain pulls in their lower back and everything. Can't really talk in the decentric. So my belt pulls my stomach in. But yeah, the best thing I would say for squatting, I mean, obviously just for bodybuilding purposes, would be to make sure your toes and your knees are going straight over your toes, number one, because try and just manhandle this, get it to where I want it. Like if you face your feet like this, but your knees are coming in, it does no good. You need your knees to come right out and shadow your toes. That's what I'd say. Maybe some power lifter or some shit's gonna correct me, but that's what I found. I wanna make sure your knees go right over your toes. Make sure you're almost popping your ass out like you're sitting in a chair first. That way you're not putting all the stress on your lower back and you're not bending at the back instead of the hips. And then the final thing is just make sure your feet and your heels are even. And from there, it should be at least somewhat good. Depth might take a little bit of time. I mean, I'm a very unflexible individual, and I know people that are too. So depth probably, like adequate depth probably took me a couple months. But now we got depth rolling and everything's good with squats. But yeah, I mean, I think with squats especially, you just gotta be patient. So, that's about all I got for this. I guess you'll see some, I guess you'll see some of the raw footage from this, maybe, depending on how bad I need music. But you'll definitely see some hard fought struggle sets here, if you're into that, if you like seeing me struggle. All right, before I get going here, just wanna make sure we get this straight. There we are. Plates face inward. If you're not facing your plates inward, it's not real weight, the weight doesn't count. So if you hit 225 but the weights are facing outward, might as well go back and hit it again because no one cares. Piece still here. All right. What was I gonna say? Oh, everybody knows the kid on TikTok that Bulgarians split squats like, what is it, like 150 each hand? I'm just gonna preface this. I'm not that kid. I'm not that guy. I will never be that guy. But yeah, no. So I'll be sticking to 40 pounds. 40 pounds usually get the job done for me. But I mean, I guess more power to him. He should certainly impress Bumstead, so he gets the check of approval. But yeah, 40s will do it for me. So my dad would say the key to this machine is it's all about angles. Yeah, that's gonna bleed. But yeah, as long as you get the as long as you get the angles right, you go. Alright. Put this in 9. There we go. The most beautiful leg press you've ever seen. Designed by Mr. Angles. It's beautiful. It's truly a thing of beauty. I mean, sure, you've got your Gold's Gyms and your Gold Gym Venice Beach. You got your Alpha Lands, but at the end of the day, what you always have and what always will be here is the Barna Gains. It's all that matters. It's the only gym that has any credibility. We don't use fake weights here. I mean, for sure, this gym, it's definitely in my top 5. Top 5 of what you're asking, just my top 5. So, I mean, in the top 5, you definitely have, got the gym, barn, I don't know where that falls, but it's definitely in the top 5. Outside of that, you've got that first leg stretch, body shaking stretch in the morning that you hit. That's definitely top 5. Man, what else? Yeah, snow. Snow's probably a top 5. What else? Clifford the Big Red Dog, he's in my top 5. These aren't in order, by the way. Gym would probably be number 1, but outside of that, there's no order. Those are my top 4 for sure. And then 5. 5's a tough one. You have to really think about top 5 because top 5 can really be anything. It's my top 5. So I'm gonna think about that for a little bit while I hit this set, and then. More thought has been taken into the top 5. So top 5, we got the gym, and what else? We got snow, we got stretching right in the morning, first thing. Number 4, we got Wild Kratts, absolute barn burner of a show. And then number 5 is when you wake up for your 8 a.m. at about 7:40 a.m. and you get that nice crisp email from your teacher that just says, we won't be meeting today. That's the top 5. Welcome to hear your top 5s, but they're just inferior. They're not gonna beat my top 5. It's elite. Huh? I guess the last footage didn't say it. So, finish off here with 50 reps of leg extensions. I already hit one set. I was supposed to record, but I guess it didn't. My other thing that could definitely sneak into the top 5 is taking off your knee sleeves right after a nice hot sweaty leg day. If you've done it before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Not this weekend, but next weekend, I think. But yeah, I was gonna compete in it, and then upon starting working with Kyle and talking to him, we thought it'd be in my best interest if I want to really go for this pro card to put on a little more quality hard contractile muscle tissue and wait till later in the year and then make a push for the pro card. So, I mean, that's where I'm at right now. I might sneak in a little bit of biceps, and then I'll also put some posing in here just as a little where I'm at, because the last time I recorded a video was 2 months ago. And I mean, I can tell you exactly where I was 2 months ago. 2 months ago, I mean, I guess we'll figure out if the camera renders in enough detail. 2 months ago, I did my first check-in, and what was I? Really? All right, my first check-in, I was 199.6, if this renders in. I guess maybe I'm not that good. Yeah, but 196. I guess maybe I'll keep it a little further. My first check-in, this was me at 200 pounds. Once again, I don't know that it's gonna, oh no, it came in decent. That's probably the best. I guess I can show you what my check-in this past week. Same angle and everything. There it is, completely different. And then I guess just for shits and gigs, we'll show my heaviest. This was me, I believe it, like 205. I was like waterlogged as hell. I was just a very thick boy. And then when I sent my original pictures to Kyle, I mean, I guess I'll do that. I was what, 208, I think. I guess turn it like that. But I was 208. There's another one. But yeah, I guess that was me at my heaviest. My back was ridiculously wide. But now I've completely slimmed out. I guess you'll see that in the posing. But I actually have some visible abs. It's not just a smeared thing on my, a smeared piece of dough on my stomach. But other than that, that's the end of leg day. I'm gonna hit a quick little bit of biceps, just because between you and me, I didn't hit it yesterday, and then I'll finish off with a little bit of posing so you guys can see.